What's good, YouTube? We back with another reaction video, but we got a whole nother video for y'all, and they go by the name Baby Kia or Baby K, whatever people call him. Apparently, this man is facing 738 years in prison. I don't know what he did. All I know is he had some beef from with another dude from the west side of Atlanta. So I'm actually pretty shocked myself. 738 years, that's a lot of time, bro. And I ain't gonna sit here and cap with y'all. That's a lot of time, bro. But on that note, we finna get into this video.
This new subgenre of music within Atlanta is called Atlanta drill. It's basically like people screaming on the top of their lungs like New York drill, but with overly aggressive, overly trimmed, that if they listen too much, you might just start tweaking out. The biggest standouts in this genre are really like the Menace, BabyKia, and there's honorable mentions like L5 who got a Playboy Cardi cosign and other people like that. But for all intrusive purposes, we're gonna focus on BabyKia and the Menace with this video because they have been going back and forth for a minute. Honestly,
The Menace, that's dude name he beefing with, and I'm just gonna let y'all keep watching this.
the music is crazy, but I think the craziest thing about all this is the gang ties that has people just completely tweaking up their whole lives. The Menace is from the west side of Atlanta, from a section that he calls Jurassic Park. It's basically a housing project area on the west side over near Ashby Street that he mentions on countless songs. Growing up in that area, he apparently got a close ties with a gang called 952, a subset of Sex Money Murder Bloods with some type of connection to Rollo's Famgoon group, along with ties to an infamous gang called YC, aka Young Crew. YC is like an offshoot of PFK, aka, the Play for Keeps gang, infamous for being where Lil Marlo was from, aka 3L. It's crazy because a lot of these dudes be having connections to larger rappers, but these just be like the young ass dudes from these older dudes' neighborhood or something like that. On the other hand, we got the crash out captain himself, Baby Kia.
Crash Out Captain is crazy, but listen to why his name is Baby Kia, bro. Like, bro, it's that part. What he about to say is funny to me.
Kia, named after being cool with Kia boys, aka dudes that go around and rob Kias, and apparently getting his name after noticing that every Kia that they robbed happened to have a baby car seat in it. Baby Kia made waves over the past couple months and basically dropped the biggest hit of his career so far. That was an the Menace diss, where he literally said he was sliding on Ashby, which is the street where the Menace is apparently from. But to understand why, you basically gotta see Baby Kia's whole affiliation from the jump. Baby Kia is from the Cleveland Ave neighborhood of Atlanta. He said he moved around a lot of his life, but that's where he recently lives now. That's the same neighborhood that Atlanta rapper Young Thug reps. He's from a subset of Bloods called FMH, which have close ties with Y5, which is basically the young dude version of YSL. Members from there most notably were like Lil Key, or people who have close ties to YSL being from the Cleveland Ave neighborhood in the city. Although most of these beefs is over just internet stuff and just over songs, a major incident among these young rappers that went down, where a major player throughout this area was gunned down, causing everything to go to shit. And we gotta get into that right now because it might be one of the most recognizable incidents in the last couple years that caused this ongoing beef between these two sides. Chapter 2. Although there could be a lot of different reasons why these groups of young rappers have beef, it seems like the biggest spilling point could be the infamous death of 5L member and Ola Runt's little brother Lil Cam. The little brother, yes, of incarcerated rapper Ola Runt. And Ola Runt is an infamous top shotter from the 5L gang that was locked up for a couple years now from getting caught up in a gang sweep called Operation Phoenix. But while he was locked up, his little
Operation Phoenix, bro, that's crazy. See, up here where I'm from, across the bridge, if you get caught trapping across the bridge in West Virginia, which is weird in West Virginia, around Christmas time. It's called Operation Grinch. So these people will most likely have eyes on you, knowing you pushing packs and you trapping and whatnot. They gonna wait till you around your kids, Christmas time, about to, you know what I'm saying? It's probably like a week or two before Christmas, but it's in that month of December when they do Operation Grinch down here. It's crazy, bro.
Brother Lil Cam was apparently menacing the people in his age group. A video even leaked of him pistol whipping a dude in 4K on a busy street corner near Atlantic Station, the same station where he unfortunately would lose his life, which we're about to get into later. You know, everything a young man should really aspire to be, Lil Cam was doing the opposite. While gangs like 5L and YSL's older members had some type of issues, it wasn't as serious as a bunch of other beefs that they had, and apparently wasn't serious enough to stop their younger members from clicking up. Apparently, this is how members from FMH and Y5 somehow ended up being cool, and they had to click up and have an alliance because they were having a crazy beef with YC, who was known to be crash outs like Lil Perk. BabyKia, being from FMH, had close ties with Lil Cam, who apparently was FMH, on top of having close ties to 5L from his brother. Like I said before, YC at the time was clicked up with 952, where the Menace is from. But this unfortunately set the stage for one of the most infamous crash out incidents of recent memory, the shooting at Atlantic Station.
Why should the migrants have everything provided to them in our
Second boy has died following a weekend shootout near Atlantic Station. Now police are asking for the public's help.
Tom, Christine, this has been upgraded to a double homicide as we have a 12-year-old dead and now a 15-year-old dead as well. Police say that the suspected shooters could be seen celebrating as they made their escape on MARTA.
It's difficult to investigate a death of a child.
A second young life.
I agree with that, bro. For everybody that's in this, that has ties to the streets, that's still in the streets, bro, y'all get all these weapons, bro. That's what I'm gonna call it. I got all these exclusive weapons, bro. Take them weapons. And I know up here it's cold up here right now, but places like Atlanta and stuff like that, it's probably hot down there right now. But what I'm trying to say is, take them weapons, go to a range, and buy you some targets from your local rural king or somewhere, and take them targets, take them pipes to the range, and shoot them. Therefore, y'all won't be hitting innocent kids, bro, and, you know, innocent bystanders. Because y'all might be blowing at each other. Y'all might not even hit each other. Y'all hit an innocent bystander, which is crazy, bro. Crazy, bro.
Cut short following Saturday's shooting near Atlantic Station. 15-year-old Cameron Jackson died from his injuries after 6 people were shot near the 17th Street Bridge. His mother is still shaken by the news. She told us over the phone her baby was homeschooled, wanted to be a professional boxer, and loved science. 12-year-old Zion Charles died from his injuries Saturday. Police say video shows Charles with the suspects moments before the shooting. He's believed to have been killed by someone in his own friend group.
On November 26, 2022, just a couple of days after Thanksgiving, police were called to the 17th Street area of downtown Atlanta, near Atlantic Station, where reports of gunfire and a large group of teens seen causing a disruption. Atlanta police were initially called around 8 p.m. to Market Street after receiving a report of multiple people shot. Police said an off-duty police officer and Atlantic Station security guards had escorted a group of minors for disorderly behavior. Police said that something caused the situation to escalate to gunfire. Apparently, members of YC, most notably the crazy crash out shooter Lil Perk, had just decided to mob onto Atlantic Station looking for Lil Cam in a large group, and had previously said threats online at Lil Cam. At the same time, apparently Lil Cam sent threats back, and then they all just linked up because Lil Cam was known to frequent the Atlantic Station area. At the same time, Lil Cam, aka Cameron Jackson, was seen on surveillance video riding a scooter throughout the area as he was known to do. Following the large group being kicked out of the station, a Fulton County Assistant District Attorney told the news and the court that Zion Charles and Cameron Jackson and another friend then left the scene on scooters. But they were crossing the 17th Street Bridge when someone shouted, "There goes Cam!" Gunfire erupted, with Lil Cam being gunned down on the spot, along with the 12-year-old Zion Charles, who got taken out too later. The thing is, Zion Charles was apparently with the large group and got killed in friendly fire, which we found out after the fact. Surveillance footage then shows the large group of YC teens running through Atlantic Station to split up and board the train. And one of the people you can clearly make out on video seemingly bragging about what happened was YC rapper Lil Perk, who was a drill rapper making waves in the city. Honestly, that beef doesn't even stop there, bruh. Like, you can't even make this up, because of following this incident, a 5L member apparently dug a tunnel through a wall at the Rice Street jail in Fulton County to confront a YC member that had something to do with the shooting and stabbed him.
Bro, digging a hole, bro, or a tunnel to the jail. Bro, these niggas is wild, bro. Bro, these youngins is wild, bro. They ain't got nothing else to live for, bro.
Him multiple times after digging through his jail cell.
Made hole in the wall was huge enough for at least one inmate to climb through it into the zone or cell block next door to his and stab a fellow inmate there, says interim Fulton County Jail Commander Curtis Clark.
Arena that we are operating now, things of this nature, happen far too often.
Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. Like, imagine how long it takes to dig through a concrete wall.
Facts.
They were digging through that for mad long. Bro saw the signs and what was going on and just didn't do anything. This just goes to show the stuff that these young dudes be rapping about is very real and very active. Although they weren't technically involved in these incidents, the people who were very close with them were involved in this incident, and it affected both their music and their relationships for the time being. Which leads us to the aftermath. Pretty much since then, Anti the Menace and BabyKia have pretty much been at odds for a minute. I saw Anti the Menace basically dropping snippets, dissing BabyKia. Then BabyKia drops the biggest song arguably of his career that goes viral, called OD Crashing, and everyone's kind of wondering how exactly that happened, and it definitely was this network of close ties. Although since then, YC and 952 apparently have split and aren't really cool. And at the same time, it's been reported that Lil Perk has essentially gotten, almost 20 years for his involvement in this case, and is one of those people that are basically going to be facing a large portion of their life in jail now, along with all the other people like the dude that stabbed the YC member and even Ola Runt, who didn't really have anything to do with it. But it just shows that the gang ties are really what's going wrong with this community, and it's kind of crazy. Like, yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily say the gang ties is messed up in the community, because you got Chicago. They started this drill stuff, bro. Like, and people that's trying to be upcoming rappers is not even knowing, like, the people y'all listen to, like Lil Durk, Chief Keef actually, moved away from O Block, took him and his separation of Glow Gang to Los Angeles, and the man is doing big things, bro. He left O Block in the past, bro. So, like, you got people that's big out here, like Durk, still making diss songs at the age of 30. King, like I said in my last video, King Von he's passed away. FBG Duck, two biggest people that had the rival beef with each other, he passed away, unfortunately. And drill rap is just dead, bro. Like, and then you got my man Ruga. I listen to him like all the time, bro. He do got a little bit of drill songs, but he's trying to switch the drill songs to, different positive energy that he's putting out. And he's really on that pushing the peace fact. But that's a whole different subject for a whole different video. We're going to get back into this one.
His mom went on the news and said Lil Cam was a good person, but he was running amok too, pistol whipping people in 4K and everything, which just shows that these young dudes had a disregard utterly for their lives. They just were looking out and going doing crash out activity. And let's just hope that BabyKia was just joking when he said he was sliding down Cleveland Ave or walking around Ashby Street with a strap and stuff like that. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if it's the truth. But I feel like at the end of the day, these dudes don't really care about what really happens. I feel like they don't really care about their lives at the point that they really think twice about what they do. And they probably are already doing this stuff in general. Even if there was no social media, they were probably crashing out and doing gang activity and all this other stuff. Even if they didn't have social media, we're just able to see it. But the thing about it is, it's like, I can't really blame them, because if you're going to do it anyways, you might as well get paid off of it. At the end of the day, you might as well monetize this. And dude has been making huge numbers. That video has like 1 million views already, and it's only been like 12 days, which just goes to show that obviously people are tuning into it, whether it be for better or for worse. This is definitely one of those scenarios where you can't really even tell if people are tuning into this because of the fact that they like the music, or because of the fact that they want to know about the story, or that his voice is just so viral that it's going crazy.
I tuned into it because I want to know the story behind why he got 738 years on his head in prison at that. My boy, you're not never coming home, my boy. You was 15 when you did the crime, and now you facing 738 years off of this video, off of songs that you put out, diss songs stating how the crime was and what you did in the crime. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing a lot of y'all young boys don't understand, bro. Yeah, it's cool to rap. It's cool to at a certain extent to diss each other. But once you bring in the dead to it, bro, it should be cut before you even have to bring the dead into it, for real. Because when I was in the streets, bro, I wasn't dissing the dead, bro, and I wasn't rapping. So so seeing this story is like crazy, because usually I do like a lot of rap videos and beef with the Chirac and stuff like that, stories on them. Now we done came to Atlanta, so this is going to be this video right here. I need y'all to run these likes up because on this reaction, because this is going to be a part 1. Part 2, right after this video, I'm gonna drop this song. Like, yeah, one of the songs out his playlist he got, so I can hear it. Like, I heard his flow. I don't really rock with his flow because I just feel like, what you doing all you yelling and screaming and stuff for? Like, you crashed out already, bro.
Crazy. And honestly, it doesn't even matter. I've listened to some of his songs and he does scream a lot, but he does have songs where he doesn't really scream a lot, and he does have songs that are actually pretty good. Honestly, all of them have good songs. In order to be big and good in Atlanta in the first place, you have to have good music. Like, you're not just gonna be just trash and expect to be having some type of fan base, and their beats are hard. So I think that they actually have potential. If these dudes are just using this for shock value to get views and go viral, and then they actually switch up and make good music, I feel like that's the only way out of this situation, because the gang beef and crashing out is definitely not going to get you anywhere besides in jail or in a jail cell or in, dead at the end of the day, And it's just kind of crazy too, because you look at the older versions of all these people that are basically connected to these gangs. You got Young Thug, who's locked up. You got Ola Runt, who's in jail. You got Lil Marlo, who's dead. Man, you got all these type of people, Lil Key, that died from natural causes or whatever, from a liver failure and stuff like that. Man, it just shows that they don't really have good examples around them of people that try to lead them in the right direction. And that's part of the reason that so many people...
It's not part of the reason anything, bruh. You pick and choose what you want to do with your life as one person. Can't nobody make you do something you don't want to do. Can't nobody force you to go pick up this pipe and go blow at someone. Can't nobody force you to get in the booth and just start making diss songs against the other side. He put himself in that predicament. He put himself there. Yeah, it might not be no big guys where they from that's teaching them, or that been locked up in the feds, or been in prison, or been incarcerated, period, to even sit them down at a table and talk to them. Like, bro, us as a bigger generation, we done did that. We did all that. We got incarcerated for it. So all that stuff you doing as one, as a whole, as a gang, knock it off. You know what I'm saying? They don't have big dogs like that. Obviously, they don't got no type of leadership. They just crashing out, going crazy, going wild, bro. They going wild, bro. They see, basically, they young. So basically, what they're seeing is they seeing everyone else around the world doing the same thing that they doing, and they want to go do it because it looks cool, it looks funny. They got money, they got cars, they got this, they got that, bruh. Eventually, you gotta sit back and relax, bro.
People have gotten shot and killed and ended up getting caught up along the way. So let's just hope that this money and music has people chill out and mellow out. You know, they're still young. I feel like they still have the opportunity to really actually be beneficial. And this is just a young wave of people coming up. But let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Y'all think they have potential? Or you think that this is just a crash out society, man? And you think that I got anything wrong and I'm missing anything? Let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Real say shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.